Allison Bailey, the Director of Preventive Cardiology and Cardiac Rehab at Erlanger, joins me today to talk more about a brand new program there. Great to have you this morning. I have tons of questions for you.
All right, that's wonderful.
No, because this is something that I am very passionate about. Heart disease runs in my family. I shared that with you.
Yes.
Both grandmothers have suffered with a lot of different, heart problems. So when someone has a heart attack or an injury to the heart, you said that, just that rehab is so important.
Absolutely. So once we have a heart attack or a bypass surgery, people get afraid to exercise and do the things that they always did.
Right.
So cardiac rehab is a program after you get out of the hospital that really gets you back on your feet again, get you moving. There's nurses, exercise physiologists, nutritionists, doctors, the whole team's there to give you an exercise program and progress you through exercise. And then some people stay with us forever, and that becomes their home gym.
Right, because it is so important to do that. And I know of people that have suffered heart attacks, and I've heard great things about this program. You said there's even a new facility opening up, though, at Erlanger North. Is that right?
Yes, that's what we're so excited about. So we have our historic program that's in downtown at the Chattanooga Lifestyle Center.
Okay.
Been there for over 25 years doing rehab in Chattanooga, but we have the opportunity, we're starting a brand new program at Erlanger North.
Wow,
We're
great.
going to be opening in September, and it's going to be a whole new location for our patients. It's much more convenient for some people who don't live downtown.
Right, and you said again the whole team is going to be involved because it really does take that. You said nutrition is so important.
Absolutely. Really when we're talking about either rehabbing from heart disease or preventing heart disease, which is
Right.
another one of my passions,
Yes.
there's a couple things that we can do to stay healthy. Exercise is a big part, which is what we do at cardiac rehab, and then really getting on a good diet. I'm a big believer in whole food plant-based nutrition that we were
right.
talking about, and we talk a lot about that.
Yes.
And then, being around people, doing things, staying in your normal life.
Right, is incredibly important as well. So give us some tips then for people that are watching that, maybe like myself, have a history in their family of this heart disease, because you said it's never too early to start making those wise choices. Even with our children, we should be
Yes.
incorporating them. So what do you recommend?
Yeah, so stay active.
Okay.
That's really important. 30 minutes of moderate intensity activity a day will help prevent heart disease. Also lowers your risk for heart attack, stroke, dementia, cancer, and makes you feel good.
Right.
Eating well, I think staying away from processed foods. And if there's one thing you should get rid of, it's processed meat in your diet.
Right.
It increases your blood pressure, it increases your risk of some cancers. As many vegetables and whole grains as you can eat. And if you want to get rid of processed food altogether and go whole food plant-based, that's even
Right.
better. Don't smoke.
Right.
That's really, really, really important.
Right.
And then do things you like.
Right.
Keeping our mind happy is also important in preventing disease of all kinds.
Right, and I think, these things, we hear you say this, and we know these things a lot. We know them in our head, but it's always good to have a reminder. One thing that we might not know, though, is our numbers. And you said that is very important. And, now with insurance companies, there's a lot of incentives and initiatives to get those, get those free physicals, and sometimes, but it's so important, you said, to know your numbers.
Absolutely, and the American Heart Association has a great website called Life Simple 7, and it goes through all of those. It's free, it talks about your blood pressure, the importance of maintaining a low blood pressure and preventing heart disease and stroke, your cholesterol, and there's things that you can do with diet to improve your cholesterol, as well as medicines for some people who have genetic disposition, and making sure your sugar's well controlled, making sure your waistline stays small as we get older.
Right.
Which
is a challenge.
That is absolutely a challenge.
Right.
And that's a real big predictor of who will develop diabetes, which is a strong risk factor for heart disease.
Right, and you said whole foods, and you do a lot of vegetables. I think that, kind of a misconception may be that there's not enough protein, because I know you hear so much, you got to get your protein, but you said that there really is a lot in beans is a good one. And
That's
then
right.
you said vegetables do have protein, though, too.
Vegetables have protein, beans have protein. The people around the world that live the longest eat the most beans and are the most active. The average American needs probably 40 to 50 grams of protein a day, which is pretty easy to get.
Okay.
Most of us actually get way too much protein.
Right. And I want to mention quickly, with this beautiful weather, you've got that great center opening up, but you also have a walking club, I heard?
Yes.
Okay, so you do that with some of your patients?
We do. Anybody that wants to join us comes. We do a program called
Really?
Walk with a Doc. It's a national program, and it really is to spread the word that exercise is medicine. So it really is important to get out there, and even 10 minutes a day, but we try to do about a 20 to 30-minute walk. We took a little break for the summer. It's been so hot.
It has, so yeah. So
so
now with this cooler morning, or well, it was today anyway, it's a great to take. How do people find out more about that if they wanted to join this group?
Yeah, we have it on our website. So if you go to the Erlanger website under cardiology and under prevention and cardiac rehab, we have a link to the program.
Okay, great. And there's the information for a couple of campuses, and we want you to come back and tell us about the new location that's opening up in September. Maybe we can get out and take a look at that.
That would be great.
All right, thank you so much for being here and all of your hard work. Definitely check them out at their website, erlanger.org/cardiology. And stick around, we still have a lot more. Let's chat straight ahead.